Hello, beautifuls. It's Lisa, and I wanted to show you really quick the Source to You website and how you can find out more about pretty much all things doTERRA in terms of the oils and their testing and their science and how it's used in clinical settings and all of that. So I'm going to share my screen in a minute, but before I do, I want to show you, I just grabbed a bottle of oil. And on the bottom, each of the single blends have a lot number and an expiry. So the expiry is 5 years from when it's bottled, and that's just to help ensure quality. Most of the oils are good for decades. They've been tested, but the citrus does break down over time. So by law, they have to put a 5-year expiry on. And then the number right above the expiry there is the lot number. Excuse me. So all of the single oils, you can go on and look at the actual testing for them. So I am just over here on the sourcetoyou.com website. So the first thing you can do is click on the quality reports. So it says GCMS, that stands for gas chromatography, mass spectroscopy. I took quite a bit of chemistry in university, so I know what that means. If you don't, that's okay. It just basically means that each oil has a chemical fingerprint, and when they do their testing, they match up the fingerprint they get from the test to the standard for that oil, and if there is a match, then that's how they know that they have nothing extra in that bottle. It's 100% oil that they're testing. If there's any other spikes or peaks on there that should not be there, or even if there's dips where there should be a peak, then they know that something is off with that oil and the quality is not there. So I'm going to type in the number from my bottle now. This bottle of Copaiba, I'm just reading the number off the bottom. Excuse me, and I'm going to submit that. Okay, so it's showing me, I typed in the number for Copaiba. There's going to be a little video here just explaining it to you. And then here are the actual test results. So I'm downloading the PDF for that. It's from the Aromatic Plant Research Center, which is it's a lab that is independent from doTERRA, and they do testing for other brands as well. Here's details on it, the date that the testing was filed, etc. Excuse me. And here is the gas chromatograph. So this is the fingerprint that I was talking about, the peaks and the valleys, and how they can match that up to a reference sample to know exactly that it matches. So here, there's a little bit more of a detailed breakdown of what was represented there. So for most people, you're going to look at this and it's not going to mean much to you. But the fact that doTERRA puts these test results out for people who do understand this, for scientists to have a look at, to compare to the known reference standards, it's very, very, very transparent. As far as I know, there's no other company on the market that is doing this transparency where they're actually showing their test results. So I'm going to go back to the main page on the Source to You website so I can show you what else is here. So if there's any areas that you're interested in, whether it's the growers and how the relationship between doTERRA and the growers is, the distillers, how the oils are distilled, because excuse me, the distillation method will affect oil quality too. It actually is a really big component. In addition to the other things like synthetics and fillers being added, the distillation method makes quite a bit of difference on the quality of the oil. Here's information on the scientists and science and testing that's being done with the oils. So you can click on any of these panels and it will take you to more information on that. Here's some information about how the oils are being used in a clinical setting. And then here's info about how you can use these oils for yourself as well. Scrolling down, then it goes into each of those sections. So there's some little videos and some information. The global impact that doTERRA is having with their sourcing, with their botanical network, working very closely with scientists and ecologists to make sure that the oils are sourced responsibly and that we're having a positive impact on the global plant community. Just more about their oils and their partnerships. So it shows here that 84% of doTERRA single oils and blends are exclusive, meaning that the farmers and the harvesters that are growing those plants grow them exclusively for doTERRA. And that is how doTERRA is really, really, really able to get that really good qualities. They work very, very closely with the land stewards, the people who are taking care of these plants, who are taking care of where the oils come from, who are harvesting them, who know how to care for those plants best to get the best quality oil out of them. Here's showing where in the world the oils come from, their sourcing principles. This is amazing when you look at really, really how they are generating jobs for people, how they're working with providing fair and on-time payments, you know, really from the plant right to our bottles. They are revolutionizing the process of how they get these oils to us in a way that's benefiting everybody involved, including our home, the earth, and really taking care of all of us. So, you know, here's some more information about labor conditions, partnerships, cooperatives, environmental stewardship, community development. It's really incredible. I know I've said that a few times, but honestly, it's so exciting when you start to look at this and see what they're actually doing. It's not just these beautiful oils they're giving us. They're creating such an impact worldwide. Here's information about the co-impact sourcing. Again, you can click to learn more. Beautiful story about Nepal and our wintergreen. Also in Nepal, the spikenard comes from there as well. A story about, you know, just some different communities. I saw ylang ylang there, vetiver, petitgrain from Paraguay, cardamom from Guatemala. If you're ever looking for just some really heartwarming, feel-good stories, watch these videos. And you can just kind of work your way through here, looking at what content interests you. So, excuse me, there you go. I hope you felt my heart and how just excited I am about how beautiful, beautiful, beautiful a company doTERRA is. There really is nothing like this. Even if you could find some oils as pure and as good a quality as doTERRA's are, I cannot imagine a company rivaling what they are doing with their work, with their growers and their sourcing and all of that. It's really beautiful. So I'd love to hear what you loved most about this site, some of your key takeaways, and I'll leave it there for now. Thank you.